Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So, do y'all remember back in middle school? If you're out of middle school, you might still be in middle school watching this video. Regardless of where you are, y'all remember back in middle school when you were going through like that weird puberty phase and your hormones were all over the place, and you would go to a certain website, you would watch certain videos, and if you were doing that, then you were definitely enjoying yourself while watching those videos. And, everyone did at the time, most people, some people did it, once a day. Some people also did it like multiple times a day. Some people never did it. And there were people that would do it, just casually. And some people took it to the very extreme. And this is about my friend that took it a bit too far, I would say. Like a bit, just a bit too far. You'll understand what I mean. So this story all takes place back in middle school. Now this was 6th grade. Now at this point I didn't have many friends because it was a new school, A lot of my other friends weren't even at this school. But in middle school is where I met the friends that I'm still friends with to this day and still talk to almost every day. But But this is about my one friend that I don't talk to anymore. So his name was Wyatt, right? And Wyatt was an addict to this. And I know he was because he would talk about it with our friends about how many times he did it and how he loved to do it. And I'm like, why though? Why would he talk about this? And I started a bit late. I didn't start, well, I'm not actually going to tell y'all when I started because that's a bit too much information. But I would definitely started a bit late doing it. Not that late. Not late y'all think like in high school late, but I definitely started doing it a bit later. But he would talk about it constantly. And I'm like, I don't want to hear this. Like, I don't care. And one day, right, it all starts off as a normal day. I get up. I get ready for school. I dread going to school, and I just wanted to stay home and just play Xbox. But I get on the bus to go to school. I get to school. I meet up with Wyatt at our lockers. We talk for a bit, and then we go to our first period, right? Now, me and Wyatt had our first period together, so, just normal. And then we went through our first 2 other periods, right? And the third period came along, go through that period. And then after that was lunch, right? Now, me and Wyatt didn't have a second period together, but we did also have third, so that was good. So, then lunch comes along, right? So we had lunch together. And Wyatt had a packed lunch, so he was already at our cafeteria table eating his lunch, and I was in the lunch line getting some lunch, right? I go over, I get my lunch, and then I start walking over to where Wyatt is, right? Now, not many of our friends were there, right? They were all sitting on this one side, and Wyatt was sitting on the other side, right? Like completely facing away. And I saw that he had his phone perched up on his lunchbox, and he has earbuds in. And I started looking, I'm like, I wonder who he's watching. He's probably just watching YouTube, right? But then I see a girl, right? I see a girl on there, and she didn't look like she had many clothing on, right? She looked like she was completely nude. And I'm like, what is that? I start trying to get like a closer look, right? And I'm like, it's probably nothing, right? But I start walking closer. I see a dude, and I see the girl going up and down. Like the dude's on the bottom, and the girl's going up and down. And at first, I didn't even believe it. I was like, dude, this is not what I'm seeing. Like, I am not seeing this right now. So, I try to shake my head, just do what I can, close my eyes, rub my eyes, doing whatever I can to make sure I make sure I saw that right? And I look at it, and still, it was the girl going up and down the guy. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe he's watching this. So, I just walk up to him, and I'm going to let him see me. So I walk up, and immediately looks over me, and he immediately just slams his phone down, and he takes out his earbuds, and he's like, hey, Jacob. And I'm like, what's up, Wyatt? And I'm like, what were you watching? And he's like, oh, nothing, just some YouTube. And I'm like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. And he thought they got away with it. He's like, yeah, covered up YouTube. And I'm like, oh, really? Does YouTube have naked girls going up and down on guys? And his face, I legit, kid you not, went from like, happy, I'm safe to absolute, just pure red in the face. And I'm like, dude, why were you watching that in school? He's like, look, man, I'm just really feeling it, and I just wanted to watch it. And I'm like, dude, you are literally in lunch right now. Why are you watching this? Do it whenever you get home. Could you have not waited till you get home? And he's like, dude, I tried, bro, but I just have the sudden urge. And I'm like, dude, don't watch it in school, bro. Just wait till you get home, please. And all my other friends are like, dude, what was he watching? Like, what was he watching? And I was like, nothing, guys, nothing. And they keep asking me. I never told them because I didn't want to embarrass Wyatt in front of everybody, even though they probably already knew. But I didn't want to embarrass Wyatt, right? Because that's my friend. And I just sit down and I'm like, dude, don't watch that stuff in school. Like, I don't care if you watch it, dude. I don't give a fuck where you watch it. Just don't watch it in front of me. Because I had to see that. And now I know what you're watching. So now if I go on the website and I see that video, now I know which video you were watching. And he's like, I'm sorry, dude. And I'm like, dude, it's completely fine, bro. Let's just move on. He's like, okay. And we just move on. We just continue talking about another thing. I just completely just changed the subject. And his friends, and at this point, all our friends knew what he was doing. They were starting to clown him for watching it right there. But I kind of felt bad because, even though he was watching it in school, which is like, what the hell? Like, don't do that in school. Don't watch those videos in school. It was still like, he's my friend, and I didn't want him to feel embarrassed or like, anything like that. So, I tried to just like change subject and just get him to stop talking about it. And yeah, from then on, Wyatt slowly stopped talking about it, and I just don't talk to him anymore. After high school, I don't really know what happened to him. He went to another school, and I went to a different school. So yeah, I don't really know what happened to him. I kind of miss him. I wonder if he's still as much of an addict as he was. He probably still is. He probably still watches it every day, but who knows? I guess we'll never know. But yeah, that's basically the end of the story. Oh, this is a pretty short story, sort of. But yeah. So yeah, moral of the story: if you're gonna watch those certain adult videos, do not watch them in school, because that is completely embarrassing, and I don't want anyone else to have the same experience that I did. Because that was I can't believe that. I just don't know how much embarrassment he probably had from that. I'm sorry for stuttering so much, but I couldn't imagine how embarrassed he was that entire time. But yeah, that's essentially the end of the story. And once again, I'm going to promote this. Go listen to my new song, Broke Me Down. I released it literally just about a week ago. So go listen to it. I think it's really good, and the support on it has been crazy. But yeah, that's basically the end of the story. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and have a great day. I will see you all later. I can't believe we ended things. I am so through. Thought you would be my girl, you were my whole world, but now I watch the memories go into a swirl. Things that I